Hey guys, Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor, and the host for the Network Marketing Insider, where we bring on guests in the network marketing model, and they are going to share their strategies, their tips, their lulls, their trials and tribulations. Because a lot of people get into network marketing, they have this myth that it's not going to be any success involved with it because in the end, you have to do some kind of work, but people forget about that. Those that are popping in, I want you to at least you can do is drop a comment as far as hashtag live and or hashtag replay on the replay. Throughout the conversation, drop a favorite emoji and also drop any questions you might have. And at the end and throughout, you're going to make sure, I want to remind you, go to the description and look at all of my guests' information, connect, and I'll remind you later with anything on socials. If we're not connected on social, please check mine out and look at the opportunities. One opportunity I'm very heavily involved in, and if you're not, take a look at Got Backup, 6 terabytes of storage, data storage. Guys, you have phones, you have computers, you might have Google Drive, iCloud, or Dropbox. 2 terabytes with those companies, $9.99 per month. With Got Backup, it's 6 terabytes for $9.97. Huge value. Anyone, any age limit can do it as well. It's an app you put on your phone, on your computer, and will download at ease. You also have resale rights. So you, after having 2 people join you, you're basically for free for the year. If you want to learn more, take a look at my description below and join today. Let me bring on my next guest. It's a great guest I haven't had the opportunity to collaborate with, Ryan Stokes. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, what's up, man?
I appreciate you taking some time out, man. This has been a long time coming because we've known each other. I was like trying to go back on Messenger for a couple of years now. We've had some conversations, man, and finally we're gonna help those that are out there in the network marketing field. Before we can get into it, Ryan, well, first off, where are you from? Where are you calling in from?
Southwest Missouri, a little town called Fairgrove, just north of Springfield. We're down we're down in the corner of Missouri. Not much down here.
A lot of woods or what?
A lot of farmland. Springfield's a big town, but it's surrounded by a lot of farmland. So we're down here. I grew up on a dairy farm, and so I like it. I like it down here in Southwest Missouri.
Can you tell us about a little bit of family life?
Yeah. Hey, so I'm married to my best friend, Kylie. We met 19 years ago. Well, not even quite 19. And after 3 months of dating, we got married, and we've been married for we're coming up on 19 years. So that's worked out well for us. I got 3 amazing kids, 2 daughters. I got one that's a junior and one that is a freshman. They love to play sports. I'm an ex-teacher and coach, so they go all at it in volleyball and softball. And then I've got a son who's in 4th grade, and his favorite sport's whatever season we're in. So he'll play it all, and that's kind of the way I like it. So yeah, that's a little bit about us. So we've got a dog, but I don't know where he went. He runs the roost, so it's really his world, and we're just living in it.
Like they all are. They control a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah,
man, I appreciate it. And it's great hearing that because I like hear everyone says, "Oh, I have no time." And as you're hearing from Ryan, he's got a full boat, man. He's got a family. He's got a wife. He takes care of business, and he finds, I'm sure, pockets of time. And we're going to go into that in this conversation. Why did you get into network marketing, Ryan, in the beginning?
I get asked that a lot, and I'm not ever sure why are they asking me that question? Are they just being friendly, or do they really want to know? Because network marketing has some people think it's great, some people don't. But that was something that, as a teacher and coach, my wife was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids. And we were living off 1 paycheck. And I understand, all of you know, that teachers make this unreal amount of money. Like we're millionaires, right? And so I really wouldn't even want to get in it because of all the money we were making, right? We don't make nothing. Living on a teacher's salary and a coach's salary was tough. And so we had the lifestyle of, you know what, we're going to get by. God's going to provide. We're going to take care of ourselves. But when we go places, go to the grocery store, you're kind of watching food go down the conveyor belt, and you're like, yep, and you're kind of holding on to stuff. Like, I don't know if we're going to have enough in the bank to cover this. We were living check to check, and most of the time we ran out of check before we ran out of month. And so That being said, I did landscaping in the summer. I did any job that any job I could find. We had a farm. I was farming. I was cleaning the bar. I was just doing anything I could. And that got old. It really did. It got old. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's kind of embarrassing when you take a handful of groceries and just kind of set them on the candy bars, right there. And you always see that stuff. Yeah, that was probably me that set that there. But that drove us. Like, we need a way to make some extra money so we can go to the grocery store and just get everything we need and not have to count it as we go. And we still do. I guess it's a habit we created, but we don't ever have to go, you know what, not this month. We're going to have to go without this or without that. And that was the drive. I mean, like, I'd like to say it was some crazy thing, but it was just really, I ran out of check before I ran out of month, and it got old. That's just the truth.
No, I appreciate you being transparent and sharing that with us. And a lot of people, yes, we trade time for money. That's what a lot of people with jobs. And like Ryan was saying, I'm a full-time teacher. I coached. I do all odd jobs as well, as Ryan was sharing. But you're trading time for money. But now you get into network marketing. You're leveraging other human beings. Can you talk about that and how powerful that is?
Well, when we got into it, I didn't even know what we were doing.
I love
like,
this.
What is this? So I can make money by sharing my experience with the product. And at the time, I'm not gonna lie, I was way overweight. I'm 5'10", and I will claim that forever with my shoes on, maybe a little bit taller. And so I was overweight and I was needing something to help me. And someone had shared some stuff with us, said, hey, just try this new product. Yeah, try it out. I know you're trying to lose some weight, because I'd mentioned that to her. And she said, I think it would help you. And so she shared it and I tried it. I was like, man, I lost like 15 pounds in the first month, like it was just good. I wasn't eating as much. Everything just kind of worked. And I was like, Casey, what is this? What are you doing here? You make money off of me buying this? Yeah, I make went down that line, and I was like, could we do it? And she's like, yeah, you can do it. And so Kylie and I got involved and really didn't know what we had our hands on, but we just shared. We just kept sharing our experience. Hey, this is what we're doing. We'd share a picture of, hey, look at this. Like, I've lost, however much, or man, I've got energy, or different things. And we just started sharing it. And really the post that really took off was I was a Dr. Pepper drinker. I drank it all the time. And I did a little post and I was dumping out my Dr. Pepper and said, RIPDP. And people were like, what are you doing? I said, I'm getting my life together. And as I shared, things just started to grow and people started to go, well, what is it that you're doing? And so I shared with them and they were like, well, who else is doing it? Or what else does it do? And so we just started sharing. And in that sharing, we found people that wanted to use what we were using. And then we found out that, you know what, we can do this together and we can all make a little bit of money. And so we started to leverage the community of us together, because we don't have I thought I was going to have to run commercials and ads on Facebook and this and that. But really, it was just about sharing with those that follow us. We all have a circle that follows us, that we have some influence over. And I just shared inside our circles. And that's how it went. And then those people wanted to be involved. They shared inside their circle, and it was just one after another. And we learned that as other people, as we've done this longer, right? Because we've done this a while, as we help other people have success, we were successful. And so that's kind of the way we went. We just help people win, right? What do you want? That was a question we learned to ask. Hey, what do you want? They just want the product. I just want the benefits of the product. Great. Here, let me help you get started. Other people are like, hey, I'd like to get my product for free. I don't want to pay for it. Okay, let me show you how to do that. And then there were those like us, like Kylie and I, we needed the extra money, and so we would find out what people wanted. We would set goals, and then we would show them how to do it. We made sure everything we did was really duplicatable. And we've used that to create a really large team, of people being very successful.
I heard great things there. As far as duplication is important, having your own community, having a process with your duplication. It has to be something that's easy to do. If you're doing a lot of things, nobody wants to just do a lot of things to get to what you're doing. So it has to be more simplified in this world today. And it takes a little bit of time, but also it involves work, right?
Right. I agree. It's it's funny. It's about making sure, like if you're looking for something, so let's just say you're looking for, hey, I'd like a little extra income. I would make sure that it's something that you can get excited about. Number one, is it a product you would use? Is it a system or whatever it is that you're a part of? Is it something you can get excited about? And then number two, can you duplicate it? Can I do what he did or she did that introduced me to it? And then number three, are you going to get paid well for it? Because everyone thinks that, hey, and there are those companies, I'm not going to say they're not out there. The companies like you feel like you worked your tail end off and then no one made any money except for, the company. And so you got to make sure you can get excited about it. It's duplicatable and you've got to make money, right? You got to make sure that you're going to have income and it's worth the amount of time that you're putting in, because I worked the job that was completely fulfilling. I mean, loved it. I was teacher and coach. Like I love kids, but at the same time, I love my family and providing for them. And it wasn't leveling out, right? It wasn't meeting those needs. So I had to find something that I was willing to give a little bit of my spare time, because I didn't have much. I was doing 90 hours a week I coached football, basketball, and baseball, right? Or then I went from baseball to golf. But I did those. And as a teacher, you get there at 7:00, you do your teaching. I was in the classroom before I was in the weight room. And then you would go, as soon as school's out, you'd go into practice. And then what they don't know is I'm also the janitor. I also painted the field, mowed the field. Like if you work at small schools, especially in Missouri, you are all of those things, right? And so there was no time. And so I was like, how can I give up a little bit of my lunch, or maybe when I got to run to the bathroom, or just those little pockets of time? Am I willing to give those up to create a legacy for my family and give us some freedom to go on a vacation, or to buy groceries without worrying about it, or to get a car that I don't have to fix every single month? Like those things were really important to me. And that's, I found my why. My why was my family and providing for them better. And then we just took off after it. And I'm telling you, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Like Ryan was saying, finding your why is very important. I completely 100% agree. And I love how he's saying, and I believe this too, sharing what you're doing. And it's attraction marketing. You can share pictures, you share video, because now you can have emotion in the content you're sharing out in the world. You can do podcasts, you can do a lot of different things. But you also, like Ryan was saying, and I believe heavily, you have to be, if you have a product or a service, you have to use it to be able to share it so people will buy it or join your team to sell it and buy it. If you're not doing that, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you're false advertising in reality. And now you're going to have commission breath. People are going to know you're only doing this for money, right, and not helping others. I agree. I want to help everyone that's involved in my world. I want them to become successful as well. I live by that Zig Ziglar. If I can help as many people get everything in their life, I'm going to get everything that I want in my life. What do you think?
Zig Ziglar's great. I love him. He's got a lot of great quotes, and it's not just a quote. It's something that I actually live by. And that's the key, like, do I love it? And am I willing to, would I share this without getting paid for? And there's a lot of those things that we do. Like there's things that I share all the time. And listen, you all do it. Everyone does it. You share for Nike, or you share for Adidas or Nebraska. Like I talk about it, right? Or if I go to the grocery store and I got a great deal on, dude, they've got milk, buy one, get one free, 2 gallons, go down to Price Cutter and go, like, one of those things. Like we all do it. Or if you get a great deal on shoes. I've never been paid by Nike. Maybe you have.
No, never.
They've never paid me. Adidas, Under Armour, whatever. They've never paid me. But I have multiple times told people, dude, go down to Shields or Dick's or whatever those places. They've got those like 65% off. You can get a heck of a deal, whatever. I share a great movie. You ever seen a great movie and shared? So we're all doing that. So I'm willing to, I found things. We've been in 3 different companies in our entire life in network marketing, and we've been network marketing for a while. First time we didn't know what we were doing. Second time we kind of got it figured out. And this time we understand how to help people win. And you know what? These 3 products that I've been a part of, I would share whether I got paid for or not. It just happens that we do make some money off of it. And those people that want to beat on my door and say, well, you're only sharing it for the money. No, I'd share it anyways, but the money's an added bonus. And there's nothing wrong with me taking the time to build a legacy for my family and make a little extra income to make things easier on us.
Totally true. Now, Ryan's been involved with 3 different companies in the last number of years. So there's some failures in there, man. Tell us, what I know a lot of times in the beginning, I used to go into groups and just basically spam message the hell out of people. I used to email people, text message people constantly. I changed my game as far as, having more deeper conversations I found with individuals, and then going deeper and growing and seeing what kind of pain points they have and how we could solve them. And then they join my team. So it's not really selling anything until they get onto your team. But in the beginning, I think I was just spamming. That's what I was doing. What about you?
Well, it's been funny because when you get into it, you think you have to sell. You run and you tell everybody, I have no problem with excitement. That's good. Go tell everyone you want. But I always say I vomited all over people. I felt like I had to be the message. I was constantly communicating to sell, not communicating to connect. Like that's a big transition that we made. And in those early failures, I'm pretty sure I ran some people off at first because they were like, Ryan only wants me to sell me this or to join his team or whatever. And that's a common problem. I think that's probably what gives network marketing a little bit of a bad name. People worked their tail ends off and felt like they didn't make money. You need to go back and check and see, are you going to get paid for your time, right? Yeah. Or they just sell. And the only time you hear from them is when they want something from you. Everyone has that friend, right? The only time they call is when, hey, I need a little bit of money, or hey, can I borrow this or whatever. And I admit I became that guy that when they heard from me is because I had something new to sell them. And that's when John Maxwell teaches communication. I'm a big believer in John Maxwell and what he teaches. And so I started learning the ability, why do we communicate? Why am I communicating with you? Am I communicating to you to sell? Everyone will see that and they'll run. Or am I communicating with you to connect at a level where we actually build a relationship? Yes. And we come together? And then over time, if you ask me, hey, what do you do? That is an opportunity for me to share with you what I do. Or, hey, what is that that's in your cup? Or what is that I see here or there? That's all part of traction marketing, but it's the connection that leads to an opportunity. It wasn't me just getting in front of them being a salesman, And are there times for that? I think there might be times where you need to be a salesman or have a good pitch, but the pitch is attracting people, right? It's about attraction to you. So be attractive, right? Make sure your Facebook page or your social media page doesn't look like, oh, yeah, it just gets old seeing it because all it is Ryan's product. No, it's Facebook for a reason. They want to see your face. It's social media for a reason. We want to connect with people. We want to see other people that look like us, right? And go, oh, I can relate to him or I can relate to her. And then it's the relationships you build. And I think that's why I like network marketing so much. Don't get me wrong. I'm a full-time network marketer now. I went from teaching to full-time network marketing. But man, I've created some amazing relationships with people that I call my best friend now. That when we do a vacation, we're like, hey, Dr. J, you want to go do this? And this was a guy that I didn't even know 8 years ago, and now we have a relationship that it's things we're doing life together. And that's what's really cool.
You have, and depends on your company, it could be global. You can have friends all over the world, and imagine that you're making money, you're socializing, you're getting to know someone in different parts of the world. Maybe you make enough money now in the future you can travel and you're
Mhm.
meeting them, or you're helping individuals in parts of the world that don't make that much money, and they're making whatever you're selling. Maybe they're making 10, 50, $100 a month, $900, whatever your spiel is. That's life changing for these individuals.
Yep.
And that's a beautiful thing to be involved in. And like Ryan was saying with social media, yeah, if it's always just product or service all the way down your social media feed, that's not a good thing. But if you're sprinkling in, some motivation, inspiration, talking about your business, talking about your family, your hobbies, that's where you're going to see people are going to connect with you more. Anything else you can share on the social media front? I would love to hear what you're.
Yeah. So here's what we do. We teach a lot of this. This is something we do. We're providing value in everything we do. We want to provide value, and people are like, "Well, value means you benefit from my product." No, 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 no. As we build a brand on social media, I want to provide value to you. So what does that look like? Value can be a laugh. You take someone that's having a bad day and they see something you post and it makes them smile. It makes them laugh, right? That's value. You can share something that makes someone think and they're like, "Oh, I never thought of that. That's a great idea." That's value. It can be as simple as someone else made a post and you get on their post and you hop in there and you like it and you comment down below, "Hey, thanks for sharing. That made my day." That's value, right? So we want to provide value on social media and be attractive, all right, for people to go, "Hey, thank you." Oh, yeah. We want to move people. Like, as a coach, my desire was not to inspire you to emotion. Like, I can get people excited, but I learned that once I created a relationship and I inspired them to take action,
Yes.
past emotions to action, man,
Yes.
some amazing teams. And that is what I wanted. Like, in what I do now, I want to inspire people to take action, whether that's go out and run and get healthy, whether that's to eat better, whether that's to go out and make some extra money for their family, whether that's to chase after a dream. We chase dreams here at this house. We believe that if you have a dream, we're going to chase it. And like my girls, like my daughter's a junior and my other one's a freshman, they would love to play college softball. Whatever level that is, I don't care. But I said, you need to set a goal. And my oldest one's pretty humble. She's like, "Well, I'd like to play like NAI." I'm like, "Okay, how about we set a goal of I would love to play Division I softball,
Right.
and then if we fall short of that goal, maybe we hit Division II, maybe we do hit NAIA, whatever. But let's chase after a dream and let's work after this dream like it's the biggest dream we've ever done." And so that's something that we do a lot, is just we provide value to people's lives, we chase dreams, and we make sure that what we put out there on social media is something that people can just at least go, "Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. That was something." And it's a lot of different things, but it goes back to that. Why are you posting? What are you doing? If everything we do is about connection with people, because we are in a world that people are striving for connection. Go back to 2020 when we all got locked in our houses.
Oh, God damn. Yeah.
I just took us back to a rough time, right? That was tough. But people come out of that. I saw people hugging people that didn't ever hug before. Like, people are longing to connect and see that they live a life that's not alone, right? That there's other people going through the same crap that they're going through, and they can go, "Oh, whew, I feel better. I thought I was alone. I thought I was struggling financially, or I thought I was a bad dad or a bad mom. Like, I had to just whatever." Like, you share that stuff and people can relate. Dude, it changes everything because we desire to connect with people.
And I also agree as far as making those goals. When I was into sports, when I was into playing basketball and baseball, I didn't care about the winning and losing and stuff. It was the process leading up to the games. I loved practice, and that's what people forget about in any business you're involved, network marketing or brick and mortar. You still got to practice your skills. There are skills that you have to be able to present. You have to be able to market. You have to be able to have a face-to-face meeting, on a call, a Zoom call. If you don't know how to do that kind of stuff, that's where you need to learn to earn. That's important.
Well, and that's why you can't be upset with failure. Failure is it's not the ultimate goal, but it is a goal that I've learned more from failure than I did from winning. And
Yeah.
so you asked about my failures. Like, there's a lot of people that quit network marketing. Well, they quit everything they do because they failed at it. And they had this idea of, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get there. But the process to get there, the grind, all that stuff, the failures just killed them. And they got to understand that, okay, I failed. Why did I fail? Ooh, I did that. Well, I can improve that. Or, oh, I just failed. Like, just had a bad one. Let's go at this again, right? And they should be able to go through and go, okay, evaluate. I'm going to do this good, or I did this good. Okay, let's go. I didn't do that very well. Can I make that better? Or maybe I need to cut this out. Like, that's not helping me. And so the process, I love that you say fall in love with the process, because as an athlete, man, when you learn that all the practice and work that you do, the game is very small. Like, getting out there and performing is very small. Well, if it's ranks or goals that you want to get to in network marketing, the high level of whatever, you see all these people celebrate, and you'll see us celebrate it because it deserves to be celebrated, either with us or our people, but we don't make that the ultimate focus, right? Like, fall in love with what we're doing on a daily basis. And I'm telling you, eventually you'll look back and you're like, ooh, I was way back there. And now I'm here. Like, how did I get there? Well, you fell in love with the process. You just showed up for yourself, showed up for your family. Don't show up for your upline. Don't show up for the neighbor. Don't whatever. Show up for you. You deserve that. You are worth showing up for, and show up for your family, and then figure that out and go after it. And I'm telling you, you'll look back and go, huh, that was me. And I don't delete anything. Like, if you go back 7, 8 years ago, whenever I started Facebook, because I didn't have Facebook. I had no social media. I didn't do nothing. I coached. And when my wife said, hey, you might want a Facebook page or something to kind of share some of this stuff with people, I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with it. But if you go back, man, I said some silly things, and it's okay. I mean, one of my biggest videos, I said that I've lost so much weight, I can't keep my underwear on because I was so fat. My underwear would just fall off because they were so big. I got more people that connected with me there. Hey, this guy will just say stupid stuff and he laughs at himself. It's okay. Like, I realize that we're not what we think we are. If we'll just humble ourselves and go, you know what? I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess, just trying to get through life and help people. And there's a lot of people like me. Life is so much more fun, right? And business becomes a lot more successful. Like we said, duplicatable, follow it, but be yourself, and don't try to be a guru or anything like that. Because I'm a country boy that I've got a lot to learn. I'm just myself. And you know what? I've enjoyed what we do a lot more that way than I did when I was trying to be a salesman and chase people for a high rank.
So when you're in your prospecting or your building phase of your day, what kind of music is Ryan Stokes having in the background? What fires you up?
This changes from day to day, right? Remember, I'm 43. I just turned 43. So I'm a Rocky fan. So sometimes there's Eye of the Tiger in the background, right? Like, if I'm going after my chicken list, or I just want to, maybe I just don't have, I woke up that morning and I'm just like, man, today sucks. My back hurts, or this or that. I've got Eye of the Tiger. Sometimes it's complete worship music. Like, God, thank you for who you are and providing for me. Like, I'm just so grateful. And it's just that worship music playing in the background, because I am trying to just get in an attitude of gratitude and just be thankful. And sometimes, it's something that I gotta go, because I'm an 80s guy, a 90s guy. And so I might go a little rock, but my family, they're not around right now. They know I love Maroon 5. I love Maroon 5.
Yeah.
And so I got some Maroon 5 playing in the background, because it just puts me in that mood of, hey, you know what? It's going to be a good day, So it just depends. But sometimes I don't do any music, like not even playing in my head. I've got a couple guys that talk. Inky Johnson, a new guy that speaks. He's got one arm that just doesn't work, and he speaks to a lot of sports teams. I listened to a lot of him. And then Shawn, or not, what is his name? There's a guy that he's big time, goes across the nation. He speaks to colleges, sports team all over. Well, I'm blanking. I got him in my head.
Drop it in the comments later. No, that'd be awesome to have.
Yeah,
I will. You're a country boy. Are you into country music or no?
I do listen to some country music, not a lot. I mean, I'll listen to some George, but the new country they got going, that sucks. So if I'm gonna listen to some country, it's gonna be the stuff from the 80s or 90s, George Strait, Reba McEntire, all that stuff. So, but I don't go that route very often. My oldest daughter, loves 80s and 90s country, like loves it. And I'm just like, I went that route. I like something with a little bit different beat.
Yeah, when I went to school down in North Carolina, from a Jersey boy going down to North Carolina, and I was into like hip hop and rap and like, you know, that kind of music. And my roommate, Hanks, he's like, man, Jersey, you're going to get into country music. I'm like, get the hell out of here. And to this day, I love it. I love all different, like Keith Urban and all these guys, the select few that are doing good music. So no, it's definitely fires people up. And no, man, this has been real, man. Like, what is this something that you see a lot of people doing as far as content value, podcast in the network marketing world? Are you seeing too many like doing what we're doing here?
I think you see the big guys, Tony Robbins and all those guys. They've been doing it for a while. I don't know if I see a lot of I mean, I guess I could type in network marketing. I don't see a lot of podcasts. I do see people trying to share it on their social media page, you know, hey, I'd like to add value. But I'm going to tell you this, and we said this before, majority of those people are not willing to share. Like, they feel like they have the secret sauce. And if they share that, they're like, oh, then I lose my value. I don't find my value in what I offer. If I can help you win, I want to help you win. Like, we have different groups that we have. We have our ministry group, and we have our we have our network marketing group where I coach network marketers and just help our team win. But like, I've got probably 700 or 800 in that group, maybe 1,000, and they aren't on my team. They don't do business with us in the company that we're with, but they do network marketing. They found a place they love. They got in I say get in where you fit in. They found a place that they love, and so I don't kick them out. Like, I didn't say, no, you can't be a part. We let people be a part of what we're doing, because if I can help you win, I'm happy. I just really, God's been good, and he provides. And there's the things that I want that I haven't got there yet. You know, there's some things I'd love to go to the Maldives. I've never been. That's one of the things we would love to do. And so we kind of keep that out there, like, hey, one day we're going to go. But if I have to hold back from everyone else to attain what I want, it ain't worth having.
Man, lots of value. Like we talked about, we knew we were going to bring this value to those that are popping in. You're going to have to wait till this uploads and get it from the beginning. If there's stuff that you want more clarity on, drop a comment. Definitely take a look at all the links that we have in the description. Connect with Ryan, have a call, see if you are fit. Again, I like to say, I don't want to work with everybody. I want to work with select action takers that want to help other individuals. And if you're not one of those, that's fine. We can get to know each other and find out how we can help each other. That's the goal.
Right. I'm pretty much the same way. Like, I didn't need everyone on my basketball team. I wanted people that wanted to be there. Didn't want everyone on the football team, but I wanted people that wanted to be there. And I'm the same way here. I want to work with people that want to work there, but I'll do life with anybody. So if we're not going to chase after the same dream, but overall we want to be great people, we want to help people out, and we just want to do life together and laugh and joke, that's fine too. Kylie and I have different things that we do. And one of those things that we love to do is we just do calls with people. I don't know how many people we do calls with, and we just they're like, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. I would love to grow this. How can I do it? And never once have we said, well, why don't you just come over to our place and we'll help you grow? Like, we're just like, hey, how can we serve you? And so because of the blessings that network marketing has brought us, we have some of that free time. And so, like Shawn said, I'm willing to just chat. Like, find me somehow. I mean, I'm all over. So find one of my social media platforms and reach out. I just want to help. Like, that's my ultimate goal, is to help. And if I don't answer, it's probably because I'm at a ball game. So as soon as the ball game's over, I'll get back to you. So don't be upset if I don't get back to you real quick. But for sure, I'll carve out time for anybody. I mean, I think we all deserve a chance to win here, especially in network marketing. Like, I want to see everyone win. And there's a lot of great companies out there. There's a lot of great products. And if I know Shawn's probably the same way, if we can help you win, that's what I want to do. Like, we can teach you systems. We can teach you just little things that change. And we talked about one of the biggest ones is stop selling. Just connect with people, add value to their lives. And I'm telling you, you will develop a following that when you speak, they listen and they're willing to trust you and do things that you're doing.
Carving out time like we just did today, provide that value. We all can make that happen. I appreciate you coming on today, Ryan.
Yep.
Wealth of knowledge, definitely just the start of we're going to go even bigger. We're going to talk about different things in the future. I can feel it. If you're looking to be in the guest seat, guys, reach out to me. Schedule yourself, have a call, have you drop some value, because I believe this is where we could help a lot of people. Find that network marketing is a great opportunity for every single one of you. Just have to learn more about it. That's all. So, Ryan, thanks so much for being with us. Stick around for 1 minute after. Guys, have yourself. Oh, you want to say hi? Say hi.
Hey.
Have yourself an amazing rest of your day, guys.